Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Gloria Stefan. I am so glad you've joined us as a supporter of the National MS Society. I wanted to personally thank you for your role in helping fuel the research, advocacy, and connections that the Society creates for those living with MS. Nearly 1 million people in the United States are living with the challenges and uncertainty of MS. Thanks to the support of people like you, we have built an incredible movement that is willing to do whatever it takes. We've funded more than 1,000 early career researchers who have been behind nearly every major breakthrough and treatment. We've driven billions of dollars in federal research funding and ensured voices of people with MS are always heard in courtrooms and boardrooms where we fight for access and affordability, in media where we tell our stories, and in the halls of power where we make our needs known. We have built a network of resources and events that help people live less isolated, more informed, happier lives, whether that means one newly diagnosed person finding education they need online, or 50,000 people who are benefiting from personalized support of MS navigators. This is what's possible when we put the voices and needs of people affected by MS first. This is what's possible when we convene passionate people, catalyze progress on a global scale, and make the most strategic use of every dollar we raise. I hope that this event leaves you inspired to support the MS movement, and I personally ask you to join me in this very important cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria Stefan, and hello, my friends. I'm Kathleen O'Donnell, Upper Midwest Chapter President of the National MS Society, and you are tuning in to the 6th Annual Minneapolis Taste of Generosity Cocktails and Nosh event presented by Biogen. It is so wonderful to see how many people are able to join us online. I'm just thrilled. Looking forward to a really exciting and inspirational evening. We have our silent auction, our wine pull, and our raffle going on just like we would if we were together. And we brought all of our speakers, including our honoree, to you. It's going to be a great evening. And to start us off, I'd like to introduce you to your National MS Society President and CEO, Cindy Zaghi-Boilo. Cindy is a generous presenting sponsor of this year's event. I know that you had planned to join us here in Minneapolis when we were going to gather in person. But as we've done so skillfully this past year and a half, we pivoted, and here we are online. I'm just still really glad that you can be with us tonight through the power of technology. Welcome.
I am so pleased to join you tonight. I hope and trust that one day we will think back about tonight's experience and remember how we felt, inspired, committed, connected, as part of a community, a movement focused on our mission. Together, we will cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. Our feelings of commitment and togetherness are more important than where we literally sit. If you're like me, you connect with themes and emotional responses. A powerful experience helps us connect with each other. And powerful experiences are created with exceptional planning and teamwork. For tonight's experience, I'm grateful to the Taste of Generosity Committee, to Kathleen, our Upper Midwest Chapter President, and to everyone involved in planning and replanning for tonight. This year, we mark 75 years of progress in multiple sclerosis, more progress than has been realized in any other neurological disease. Tonight's honoree knows all about the progress in MS. In fact, he is an important contributor to finding MS solutions. Tonight, we honor Dr. Moses Rodriguez. Dr. Rodriguez has contributed to accelerating the pace of MS discoveries, leading to treatments and to eventually lead to a cure. Dr. Rodriguez and the Mayo Clinic Center for Multiple Sclerosis and Autoimmune Neurology have partnered with the National MS Society for more than 20 years, contributing to the discovery of virtually all the treatments available for MS today. I'm so grateful for Dr. Rodriguez, who has devoted his career to solving MS for his patients and for the world. He has inspired many other clinicians and researchers to join him, to join us in this valiant effort. Together, we will cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. Thank you all for being here to celebrate Dr. Moses Rodriguez and to lift up the MS movement. Have a great evening, everybody.
Thank you, Cindy. We will, in large part, because our good friend and favorite auctioneer, no doubt, Kurt Johnson is here. Help me welcome Kurt, everybody.
Woo-hoo! It's great to be back, Kathleen. I missed all of you last year. I'm so glad to be here tonight. We have an incredible lineup for you folks. It's been great.
Yes, we do. Despite the challenges this past year's put in front of us, everybody joining us online tonight, Kurt, is a testament to the fact that the MS movement is stronger than ever, and our progress, because of you all, is undeniable. As Cindy said, this year marks a milestone for the MS community. 75 years ago, Sylvia Lowry placed an ad in the New York Times asking for people to join her, to come together, to find answers and to make a difference. And here we are today with our movement wider and stronger than ever, and closer than ever before to ending this disease as we know it. More research has been done in the last 5 years than the previous 70 because of you. And because of you, countless individuals have known the power of their MS society to empower them to live their best lives. So tonight we come together again with our eyes set on that singular vision of a world free of MS. So let's toast our progress, our MS stars, our honoree, and one another. It's time to fill ourselves up with something good to sip and nosh that I hope you have by your side. But more importantly, to fill ourselves up with the inspiration we need to make Miss Lowry's dream a reality. Before we go too much further, let's thank our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, Biogen and Cindy Zaghi-Boilo. Platinum sponsor, Handy Medical Supply, and gold sponsors, Mayo Center for Multiple Sclerosis and Autoimmune Neurology, and Northwoods Law Group. And our silver sponsors, Bill and Betsy Cook, Donaldson Company, General Mills, Krauss Anderson Companies, Inc., and Prime Therapeutics. This event just wouldn't be possible without you. So let's hear a few words from our sponsors.
Life with multiple sclerosis can be full of surprises. So get support from Abby, an app designed to help you along your MS journey.
Bye.
No matter what kind of day you're having, there's someone there who just gets it. Even if other people don't. Abby may help you keep track of your MS symptoms. And remember, they don't define you because you are more than your MS, even on the tougher days. And at the end of the day, Abby is there for you. Let's do great things together. Get to know Abby, Biogen's app to support your MS journey. Download today.
Hi, my name is Chris Lastine with Handy Medical Supply. Over the past 4 years, we have partnered with the MS Society to raise money through our golf tournament. The MS Society does so much for our community, and we are so honored to be a part of this amazing event. Thank you from all of us at Handy Medical Supply.
Northwoods Law Group provides elder law, special needs, and disability planning services. With over 65 years experience, we're passionate about serving our clients throughout Minnesota, and we're honored to support the MS Society.
Thank you to our sponsors indeed. This wouldn't be possible without them. Please give them some love. Yeah, they can hear you. Come on, let's do it. And there was an amazing committee that helped pull this event together tonight, right, Kathleen? I mean, let's thank the Taste of Generosity Committee. We have Sarah Anderson, Martha Sinkowski, Bridget Konzemius, and Mary Kiefer, and of course, Krista Lindstrom. You know, I love seeing all of the past Taste of Generosity photos in the pre-show. I mean, I was just enjoying it, sitting back and watching that. It's good to see all my friends. I mean, man, I really do miss being together. Now, I hope you are taking photos tonight. I heard that some of you folks out there are having some watch parties of kind with a few friends or gathering with family. Take those photos and put them on social media for us. Please do that. Now, you can use hashtags, hashtag MS Society, or hashtag National MS Society. I mean, come on, let's connect and show everybody that we're out there having some fun right now. So here's where all the action is tonight. Go to tastemn.givesmart.com or just grab your phone, text, it's Taste MS to 76278. There are really fun silent auction items available to bid on, plus a wine pull, glamour grab bags, and more. Special thanks to all the individuals and businesses who donated to the silent auction. It's really a terrific one. Now, one of my favorite things about the Taste of Generosity is a chance that we all have to highlight and support local breweries, wineries, and distilleries. Do not miss the chance to bid on this package from our friends. We call it the Duluth Getaway package. By the way, that's my hometown where I grew up. Now, this one was donated by the Upper Midwest Board of Trustees. It is so cool. Now, it's valued at over $1,000. It includes a tour for two at the Vikra Distillery, that's in Duluth, plus extra goodies like a Vikra t-shirt and a bottle of Rica Boreal, Boreal Juniper Gin. I get stuck on it as if I was drinking it, but I actually have that in my house. It's a really, really good gin, as well as the Camp Cocktails Cookbook by none other than Emily Vikra. Now, your home base is 2 nights at historic Fitkers Inn, a spectacular location right on the beautiful Lake Superior. Included in the package are gift cards to Bellagio's restaurant. They have really good food. And it's also a wine bar. And the Canal Park Brewery, one of the best breweries in town. Heck, we're even giving you Starbucks for the next morning to wake up. Plus, the package throws in a worry-free way to get around while you're sipping and noshing. Hey, we're going to give you an Uber gift card to make sure you get by. Now, get bidding on that right away and make sure that no one outbids you. Did you know, GiveSmart, you can actually have GiveSmart tell you when someone has outbid you on an item that you want? Hey, but let's get on to some other things. You know, like others, Emily has been a long-time supporter of the MS Society and the Taste of Generosity. Emily is going to show us how to make one of her famous cocktails. Emily, take it away.
Hi there. My name is Emily Vikra, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Vikra Distillery. First of all, I want to thank everyone here for being part of this night and for your support of the National MS Society. Their mission to cure MS and to help empower people with MS to lead their best and most fulfilling lives is such an important mission. As somebody who has friends who have MS, it's just an incredible mission. And so we're so excited to be with you all tonight to support this great mission. And we were definitely looking forward to being present and pouring cocktails for everyone at the in-person event. But of course, safety and health comes first. And so virtual it is, but that gives us the opportunity to teach you all to make cocktails of your own and gain a skill. And so the cocktail that I'm going to teach you now is called the Bee's Knees. It is one of my favorite cocktails to teach people because it is very simple, just 3 ingredients, but it tastes like so much more. And it's a cocktail that I don't think I've ever met a person who didn't love it. It's really delicious. It's really complex yet approachable. And it's kind of like my secret weapon. So let's make one now. And I will say, even if you don't think you like gin, give it a try in this cocktail. You might just surprise you. But you can also try it with whiskey if you so choose. Then we call it the Bee Bounce instead of the Bee's Knees. But first, what you're going to want to do is make some honey syrup. Honey syrup is very easy to make, just equal parts of honey and water. Stir until the honey is dissolved. We are going to use where's my measure? 3/4 of an ounce of that honey syrup. And add it to a cocktail shaker. If you don't have a cocktail shaker, don't worry, you can also use a jar or really anything that seals and that you can shake hard with some ice in there. Next, we are going to use 3/4 of an ounce of lemon. So it's easy, equal parts of sweet and sour. Ooh, that is one. Hard to squeeze lemon. If you don't have a small liquid measure, 3/4 of an ounce is equal to 1.5 tablespoons. Useful conversion to know. 1 tablespoon is 1/2 of an ounce. All right, so let's add our lemon juice to our shaker. Then we're going to add 2 ounces of gin. Today I'm going to use our organic spruce gin. I think that the spruce and lavender and sage flavors in it go really well with honey, but you could use any of our gins and they will be delicious because they all taste good with fresh lemon juice and honey. So we're gonna add those 2 ounces of spruce. Then I'm going to fill my cocktail shaker about 2/3 full with ice. So you wanna make sure you use a good amount of ice. And we're going to shake it really hard to make it nice and frothy and also to chill and properly dilute it. So that was about 10 to 12 seconds. Shake a little bit longer if you have large ice cubes, a little bit less if you have small ice cubes because the small ice cubes melt faster as they shake. Then we will pour it into our cocktail glass. You don't have to use a pretty coupe glass, but it always does make things taste extra good. And that's all there is to it. You could garnish it with a lemon twist if you wanted to, or a little lavender flower, and enjoy. Cheers. Have a wonderful evening. Skål.
So right, everything tastes better in a pretty glass. And I actually think there's some pretty glasses in our silent auction. I just recently got myself one of those shakers, and that is going to be for sure the first thing I try in it. So thanks very much, Emily. And thanks to all of our past pourers who couldn't be with us tonight. I just think we need to take a moment. I know they all wanted to be here, and we're really looking forward to seeing all of you next year in person. So Kurt, what else do we have going on tonight?
Man, we have got an amazing wine pull of over 60 wines. Among them, a bottle of Dom Perignon. It's only $20 a chance, and there's a limited number. This is one of the instant buys on the silent auction site. Just click on Buy Now. This acts just the same as when we were in person and pulled a numbered cork out of the bucket. Each person or pull will be assigned, it'll be assigned to you. We have one of these random number generator dealy boppies that will correspond to one of the wines in the pull. And one of those is the Dom. Now, we will let you know sometime in the next week what you won and make arrangements for you to get it. And also, we have the C&B Glamour Bags, mystery bags of 5 Christopher and Banks fashion accessories. And this is so cool. We have the Dance, Wine, and Dine Raffle package. This package includes 2 introductory dance courses from Arthur Murray Dance Studio for 2 couples or individuals. Each course includes a sample private lesson, basically, and then you get a consultation. Find out where you're at with your dancing abilities and where you want to go. You get 1 30-minute private lesson. You get 1 40-minute group class and 1 40-minute practice party. I don't know how to practice partying, but I'd go to that. So you and another friend or couple can brush up on your dance skills and go on the day of town. Have some fun. Hey, and you can celebrate your success anticipating a future of Dancing with the Stars with a bottle of Iron Horse Rainbow Cuvée. Well, just drink the bottle and think you're on the show. Finally, your night on the town will feature dinner at the one, and only Manny's Steakhouse with a $250 gift certificate. Now, this is a huge package of wining, dining, and dancing. But we're doing this in honor of our 75th anniversary. So our chances are only $75 in honor of those 75 years. So you have a limited number of chances that can buy it. So the raffle will be closing at 7 p.m. So now is your chance to buy, and we'll draw later on.
So, Kurt, as I was scrolling through the auction items, I have to say, I want that ultimate relaxation vacation in Arcata, California. It's for up to 6 people, I think. And yeah, it looks amazing. And like after planning for this event, so ready for a vacation. So.
Well, I looked at the rules and there's nothing in there about you and I not registering and bidding. I'm registered. I'm sure you are too. You feel free to bid. But folks, this is for up to 6 people. So you either travel together or meet friends there. If you've got friends from on the coast that you haven't seen, have them. It's to stay at the Front Porch Inn in Arcata, California. It's for 3 nights. Tell your friends it's 2 and get 1 night without them. I'm just telling you. But it's for up to 6 people. It's boutique lodging and deep relaxation at its best. With a one-of-a-kind outdoor hidden bath experience, no photos, a vintage bicycle library, plus a redwoods tour, a wine and cider tasting, and there's more. This is valued at $2,000 and one that you definitely don't want to miss on. So definitely bid. Now, bid early, bid often. You can set up on GiftSmart on your phone to notify you when you've been outbid. Do that so you get back in that. Now, you can even send an immediate link to a friend to see if, hey, would they think they want it going on it too? But remember this, every dollar we raise tonight gets us that much closer to a world without MS.
Yeah, and all of the breakthrough research that's been made possible by you all is because every dollar makes a difference. Tonight, we're here to honor an icon in MS research and care. I'm going to let our friend, Dr. Ben Clarkson, tell you a little bit more about our honoree and introduce him. So I first met Ben at a gathering of research fellows that the MS Society supports. It was a conference session I'll never forget. It was this room filled with the best and brightest minds, and each one of those researchers was as passionate as the next about helping unravel and end this disease. You know, you'll hear the society supports both seasoned and early career research fellows, as well as leverages the power of federal funds through our advocacy work. And I don't know if you know this, but together, the society has invested over $1 billion in MS research. Isn't that amazing? Like and I think Cindy said, you know, more than any other neurological disease. In fact, so we just changed our mission statement that you heard Cindy start us off with to include the word cure for the first time ever, which is amazing. Yeah. So it's great to have you here with us tonight, Ben. Please introduce us to our honoree.
Hello, and thank you. I would first like to thank Kathleen O'Donnell and the MS Society for inviting me to be part of this event. Like so many of you and so many who work to end MS forever, my connection to MS is personal. My father was diagnosed with progressive MS when I was 7 years old. In addition to the changes it meant for our family, this diagnosis also sparked a drive in me to help find new ways to stop MS. I began formally studying MS in graduate school in 2008, and I haven't quit. In 2017, I received a postdoctoral fellowship award and critical support from the National MS Society. Since then, I have also taken on a role as a district activist leader for the Society, work that I believe is every bit as essential as the research. Most recently, I have been awarded the Mayo Clinic Eugene and Marcia Applebaum Fellowship in Multiple Sclerosis through the Center for MS and Autoimmune Neurology. The center also supported me early through a postdoctoral fellowship when I joined the Mayo Clinic in 2014 and through multiple pilot grants since then. This provides me ample reason to be grateful to be able to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Moses Rodriguez, who founded the Center for MS and Autoimmune Neurology in 2008. When Moses came to the Mayo Clinic in 1983, in his own words, Mayo had very little MS research. Today, MS research at Mayo Clinic is world-renowned. Moses was a critical actor in making this a reality. Moses helped recruit and train a generation of world-class basic scientists and clinician investigators, including Dr. Claudia Lucanetti, who is currently the chair of neurology at Mayo Clinic, and my mentor, Dr. Chuck Howe, who is currently co-director of the Center for MS and Autoimmune Neurology. Moses has published over 300 peer-reviewed articles, and he has been cited over 36,000 times for his work. As the mentor of my mentor, you could say that Dr. Rodriguez is my scientific grandfather, but I would say that more broadly, he is the grandfather of MS research at the Mayo Clinic. And so without any further ado, I would like to introduce the National MS Society Upper Midwest Chapter Annual Taste of Generosity Minneapolis 2021 honoree, Dr. Moses Rodriguez.
Thanks, Ben, for your kind words. I love being called a grandfather. As you may know, I have 6 biological grandchildren, and I think now I have a number of other ones too. It's such an honor for me today to be recognized by the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, and most importantly by the Upper Midwest Chapter, which includes my beautiful home state of Minnesota. As you know, I've lived in Minnesota since 1977, when I came as a resident to the Mayo Clinic. This is such an honor because so many of my patients have come from this area. You've heard about the number of contributions I have made to multiple sclerosis care and to the understanding of this disease. Sometimes everything I know about MS has come from listening to my patients. Listening to their clinical histories and studying their disabilities has given me all of the ideas to develop new treatments, both in the clinic and in the setting of the laboratory. I am indebted to them for allowing me to be a small part of their lives. Now, none of us own ideas, as I tell my students. You do not own hypotheses in science. Hypotheses are like books. Their books are in the library. You have the right to check them out from the library to test your hypothesis. But once you have finished, you must return that book to the library. Then you can check out another book and test another idea. Or more importantly, another scientist can check out that first book you checked out and use your data to build on your original hypothesis and maybe prove the hypothesis to be true. Therefore, all of us work on the shoulders of giants that came before us, but more importantly, the ones that will follow us. Once people feel they own ideas, this can be devastating for the scientists as well as for the growth of science. I have followed these principles in all of my discoveries in MS. I was the first one to use high-dose methylprednisolone for acute attacks of MS. Investigators at Mayo thought I was really crazy using 1,000 milligrams of methylprednisolone IV for 3 to 5 days. They thought it would be very dangerous, even though I had spoken to the individuals at Mayo who were experts in the area of methylprednisolone and steroids, and they thought it would be extremely safe. Now this treatment is used all over the world for acute attacks. And believe me, no one knows who discovered it. I used it because my patients were not responding to the standard regimens of 60 milligrams of steroids. I remember we decided to use 1,000 milligrams of steroids. I was taught in medicals to use 60 milligrams. And most importantly, the experiments in my laboratory showed that we needed much, much higher doses in an effort to repair the lesions of MS. I never felt I owned this discovery. For 30 years at Mayo, it was known in the pharmacy as this Rodriguez protocol. Next came the use of plasma exchange. That treatment is where you remove the blood from a patient and then replace it with albumin in an effort to remove antibodies or other factors in the blood that may be damaging for the MS patient. These were all patients who had very severe attacks from MS who did not respond to methylprednisolone. I treated 5 patients who made spectacular recoveries. When I wrote up these observations, the editor of Neurology, the journal where we publish many of our works, he wrote me a personal letter and he said that he would publish my observations. However, he said in the letter that if I was right, I would be famous, but if I was wrong, I would lose all my stature and credibility as an MS doctor and as a scientist. This was extremely difficult to receive such a letter, but I decided to go ahead and publish the observations. A couple of years later, a double-blind placebo-controlled trial was done by the NIH and the FDA, which proved that I was correct. This treatment was a salvage for about 40 patients with attacks that resulted in paraplegia or quadriplegia. This treatment, however, does not work in patients with progressive MS. Then came the use of interferon. We were using it in the lab because I worked in a virus model of the disease. We felt that MS was caused by a virus, and because interferons are the main way the body fights off viral infections, we thought maybe it'd be worth trying. Now, beta interferon was one of the first compounds approved by the FDA for the general use in MS patients. Interestingly, the hypothesis that MS is caused by a virus may have been wrong, but despite this, the drug worked. But maybe it is time now, 30 or 40 years later, to go back with more modern techniques and study the possibility that MS truly is a virus infection. And finally, my belief that the cure of MS will ultimately be through the process of remyelination, that is, putting myelin back on the axon. I started working on this concept in the 1980s, when most people thought that the nervous system could not be repaired. But I was seeing repair in animals with MS after the transfer of blood components from normal animals immunized with myelin. This led to the concept of natural protective antibodies in all of us that may help prevent lesions like MS, and finally to the discovery of many different human monoclonal antibodies that are now being used in MS to downregulate the immune system. However, the antibodies discovered in our lab were very different. These were unique monoclonals, which were for normal non-MS donors and induce remyelination, that is new myelin, when given to mice with MS. These were then made into recombinant human monoclonal antibodies, which have already passed in humans the first steps of the FDA regulatory process, what is called the phase 1 trials. We did 2 phase 1 trials, one in 72 patients with severe persistent neurological deficits, and the other in 30 MS patients with severe attacks. Antibody 22 was extremely safe, not surprising to us, as it is one of the natural antibodies. Now the antibody is ready to be tested for efficacy in MS patients. These advances were all stimulated by listening to my patients. I am deeply honored by this recognition today, especially to given to me in Minnesota, a state that I love dearly, a state where I have a cabin in the Gumphin Trail near Grand Marais, where I love to fish and hunt for blueberries and enjoy my life in retirement, and where I still have access to Zoom and be able to communicate with all my colleagues and consult with patients with multiple sclerosis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. And congratulations again. You know, I think the thing that moved me the most was when you said that almost everything that you've learned comes from listening to your patients. We're honored to have you join us tonight and grateful for everything that you've done. I was really imagining getting to present you with this honor in person. I have to say it feels odd that we actually have never met in person. We've only visited on Zoom, but I feel like I've known you forever, and I'm not surprised that you have such a beloved following as being kind of the grandfather of the center. We are in this odd virtual space, right? We all are. It's been an amazing year in so many ways and a challenging year. But you know, if the MS Society is anything, it's resilient, just like people who live with MS. We've expanded our reach not only because of the pandemic, but in spite of the pandemic. It's because of the generosity and support from people like you who are tuning in that we've been able to provide and create new virtual services for people living with MS who really need us now more than ever. Our MS Navigator service was uninterrupted by the pandemic. This means that there's a supportive partner for each person affected by MS to figure out options to the challenges they face. And they continue to help people navigate problems, including unemployment, financial need, emotional support, and access to healthcare resources and treatments. We have an Ask an MS Expert webinar that kind of was birthed during the pandemic. It's now each Friday. It brings people affected by MS together in real time and in their own time, since each of these informative and insightful broadcasts are available on YouTube. And now these are available in Spanish monthly and quarterly with a focus especially for veterans. I'm so proud of that work, and it came about during the pandemic, but we're sticking with it because it allows for people to get the information they need when they need it. On top of supporting those affected by MS, we're also hosting bi-weekly webinars for MS healthcare providers to share the latest information on caring for patients during the COVID-19 outbreak. And I'm really proud of the work that we do to train and support healthcare providers of all disciplines with the latest and best information about multiple sclerosis. With our integrated approach to healthcare, education, programs, and services, and advocacy, all kind of integrated together, our goal is to ensure high quality access to affordable healthcare for everyone, regardless of where you live or what your annual income is. So many of the things we've done during the pandemic will remain in our service delivery because, as I said, they meet people where they are precisely when and how they need us most. And we'll continue to move forward no matter what lies ahead, because we still have nearly 1 million people in the US living with MS to serve, and quite frankly, a global alliance to lead. It's now my pleasure to introduce Sarah Anderson. Sarah is a pharmacist and health coach. She's a current member of our Taste of Generosity Committee, and she's also former chair of our Minnesota Government Relations Committee. All of our staff here will tell you that Sarah is one of the kindest people they know. She's certainly one of the most passionate about the MS movement, and you'll hear why.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Anderson. I am a wife, mom, health coach, and pharmacist. I've been involved with the MS Society in some way since I was a little girl. My mom, Cindy, was diagnosed with MS when she was 23 years old, with her first symptom being optic neuritis. She was in nursing school with an interest in the area of neurology and was newly engaged to my dad. She became a patient of Dr. Rodriguez, the Mayo Clinic, for a time while living in Rochester. Her biggest concern, second to her concern for losing her eyesight completely, was being able to successfully birth and raise a child. Well, here I am, and I'm honored and blessed to be here. As a toddler and young child, I learned the importance of doing all you can physically to maintain one's mobility, strength, and flexibility through watching my mom religiously do her stretches and exercises every morning, first thing. I learned the importance of a support system as I watched my dad be the hands and feet for my mom. I learned the importance of connection as I dropped my mom off at support groups hosted by the MS Society. I learned the importance of contributing to a cause and making a difference by being involved at a young age with Walk MS in Rochester, Minnesota, and later expanding my involvement to include Walk Twin Cities, Bike MS, the Tram, chairing the Government Relations and Advocacy Committee, and participating in the planning of this Taste of Generosity event. Some things I hold dear to my heart and embody, thanks to my mother, include tenacity, doing the best you can with what you have, having a positive outlook backed by faith, and sitting contently in the present moment, sometimes watching things unfold from the sidelines, but knowing that your presence is enough. You are enough. My message to all of you tonight is to let you know that whatever hardship you're dealing with at the current moment, whatever obstacle you are facing, you are enough. Find those people in your life who bring you joy. Joy rather than happiness comes from others telling us that we are enough, not because we don't know it already, but because the act of taking the time to remind someone else that they're enough is part of what makes us feel we are enough. We give and we receive and we are made whole. I personally find joy in supporting the MS Society as I'm contributing to a mission greater than myself. As a pharmacist and health coach, and like the numerous clinicians such as Dr. Rodriguez, I hope to make an impact in the lives of those I touch professionally. As a volunteer of the MS Society, I know that with our contributions to the society and their support of research and clinicians in the field, we will continue to persist towards a cure. Just as living with MS takes tenacity, grit, determination, grace, patience, sacrifice, and courage, so does this journey we are all on to find a cure and restore what matters most to all of us at the end of the day: health, joy, and connection.
Thank you, Sarah. I want to take a few minutes to honor tonight's MS stars: Cindy Shore, Sarah's mom, and Laverne Franklin, who is Sarah's grandmother. Thank you, Biogen, for sponsoring what will be in person next year, our MS Stars Walk of Fame, a place where people can recognize MS champions, those living with MS or those loving those who do, whether they're caregivers, researchers, team captains, healthcare providers, friends, or family. Sarah so lovingly gave us a glimpse into the legacy of her mother, Cindy. Thank you, Sarah. And I found it particularly heartwarming to know that your mother was a patient of Dr. Rodriguez. And when I visited with him, he said he remembered your mother. Here's what Sarah shared with me about her grandmother, Laverne, who loved this event. There's actually some photos of her running before the event. She recently passed and we miss her dearly. Laverne had such a kind, loving, and generous heart that was evident to all who interacted with her, irrespective of if you were family, a friend, or acquaintance. She cared deeply about the things that matter most in life, which gave her a sense of peace, calm, and contentment that emanated from her and reminded others of what is really most important in life: connection. While Laverne is sorely missed, her legacy will remain as we continue to build connections together through the MS movement and within the MS community. So let's remember Laverne and Cindy and all of the other MS stars in your life, those with us and those who've passed on, as we think about the legacy that we want to leave behind. So we need your help now more than ever to make a significant impact on the MS movement. The next chapter in our story could be the last chapter for MS. We could be that generation that ends this disease for good.
I mean, it is amazing to hear that we have never been closer to a cure, to understanding how to prevent the disease and reverse its course, and to bring life-changing solutions and treatments to everyone with MS. These are some exciting times at this 75-year milestone. It's only possible with you. So let's get going and see what we can do tonight. We want to help create a world free of MS. So get off those orange beads and let's see if we can get this champagne glass tracking our progress full. Heck, let's get it to overflowing and spilling across the computer screen. Kathleen?
Awesome. It sounds perfect. I'd like to thank our platinum sponsor, Handy Medical Supply, who is also sponsor of our appeal tonight. Handy is kicking us off with their generous contribution of $7,000. I know, right? As you heard, Handy's been a longtime supporter of Taste of Generosity and is joining us here tonight online. Lots of Handy folks are watching. You should have received a text from GiveSmart with a link to our donation page. And when you give now, your name will appear on the screen with all of our MS champions.
We are going to do it tonight, folks. We are going to rock it. Every dollar makes a difference, okay? Now, you are making an investment that could go forward to funding the next big breakthrough. You know, funding for the National MS Society led to the discovery of every effective treatment for MS. You can help fund the next treatment. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Thank you, Bridget Consemius, for your generous gift of $5,000.
Awesome. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Bridget.
That's so cool. I mean, you can help fund the programs and services, those living with MS. You know, we need to help everybody live with it and get through with it. I mean, $2,500. I mean, that's a lot of money, but it could fund 1 week of a multi-year research project to uncover the next MS breakthrough. Wait, I'm looking at my screen. Peggy Herman, thank you for your gift of $1,500.
Thanks, Peggy. Wow.
I'm watching this come through here and see what do we have here now. Well, $1,000, that's that can do an auto modification to help people with MS continue to drive. I mean, one of the big things with MS is losing the ability to drive. Well, let's help them keep mobile and keep that independence. I mean, $1,000 could do it. And I know I'm looking here, Dick Knutson, thank you for that $1,000 contribution. We appreciate it. Give it up for Dick. Woo-hoo!
Dick.
Oh, Kathleen, Scott and Michelle Conlin.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Another $1,000.
Awesome.
This is so much fun to watch that's coming through.
I would love to see those thousands just keep rolling in.
Absolutely. Look at the name. Folks, you've seen some of these names scroll through. They're all the people that are giving. They're all giving. I particularly like the anonymous there. That's fantastic in there. Every dollar makes a difference, right? Everything does.
Sure.
$500. I mean, as you're deciding, geez, I don't have $5,000, but $500? I mean, that could provide, 6 months for in-person counseling services to someone living with MS?
Yeah.
Did you say every person can get a counselor? Everybody can get that help? They have that expert?
That MS Navigator is there as your supportive partner to help you through your journey and get you connected to what you need. It's one of the most amazing and unique services that we have. It's really incredible. And I'll tell you, mental health challenges, especially during COVID, have been a big issue. And it's one of those issues for people who live with MS that we just need to increase access and availability of the right services for folks.
And I think we live at a great time when it comes to mental health. We're able to talk about it and realize that people with chronic health issues, not only them, but their family members, there's some mental health issues going on here. And for us to say, hey, we know it, we recognize it, we're there for you. I mean, that is so important. I mean, I see all these names just rolling across here. I mean, this is so fun to see. We've got Brett White, we've got Troy, we've got Cindy, Prime Therapeutics. I mean, I
see a lot of them coming in. I see Mark Meyer, I see the Tassanis. Thank you, everyone. Keep it
and I see here, I've got Craig Acom.
Yep.
Hey, thank you for your $500. Whoop, whoop. And Bill McNally coming in strong.
Bill loves this event, just loves this event. And Bill donated a lot of wine too. So
thank you, Bill. He's always my friend when he donates a lot of wine. I can't wait to sip some wine with you. All my friends that last year we celebrated, in 2019 we celebrated with wine, we're going to do it in 2022. Don't worry, I'll even bring a bottle to share around. We're going to have fun, but we've got to get there. And this whole thing about the cure, I mean, Kathleen, I've been working with MS Society for I don't know how many years. To hear the word, we're going to find a cure. It gives me goosebumps. You know, you can't see my arms here, but I mean, I got goosebumps going on right now. But also, Kathleen, I don't want people to think that, you know, $250 isn't enough. I mean, I think it can make a big difference because that's the Navigator. And $100, it can help a person participate in a clinical trial for 3 days. So whether you do $250, $100, $50, $25, $10, do what you can. Do what you can.
Please. And all you have to do is text to get to that Give Smart page. Click on Donate Now. It's easy breezy, and we're watching the champagne glasses get fuller.
It's great. I see General Mills in there. I see the Mayo Clinic. Folks, let's make these things overflow with gifts. If you've already given, give again. This is so important. And yes, we've been asking. We're not going to stop asking until we have a cure and we no longer need it. But we've got a lot of way to go. We have a lot of research. We've done $1 billion worth of research, but we're making a difference. For those of you who've been giving for all these years, you know, I mean, I see names on here. We see all the time. We see Mark. We see Chris. We see Ann. We see Aunt Barney. You've been giving, and what you've done in the past has impacted today. You know, and so what you're doing today impacts tomorrow. So don't hesitate to keep giving. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, what do you think, Kathleen? Those donations just keep coming in?
They are. Thanks to the Beckers, Keith and Kelsey. I see that came in. It's really great. Larry Daly, a lot of the folks that bought VIP tickets, thank you for stepping up. Lots of people are coming in new. It takes a few seconds to get it in and up on the screen, but we're seeing Chris Peters, Ann Peterson, thank you, Ann Richards. Lots of people, they're coming in. The Welpers, this is great. Thank you. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Well, I think we need to keep going here. Was people that numbers coming in? It's been a great night. Yep. I mean, should we get onto that wine pool?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And you know, here's the deal. The auction will stay open until 9 Central tonight, and the website is going to continue to take donations through Sunday. So one of the things that you can do is to get the recording of this and send it to friends. You can text friends now, ask them to join you. There's no cost to join, right? To join the auction platform and to make that donation. It's super easy. So we'll keep an eye on the donations and move on to the wine poll.
Actually, it's the raffle we want to do. The wine poll is going to take place. We'll notify you what you're going to get. Okay.
All right. I bet we've cleared all the tickets in the wine poll. I hope. There were only 60, so if you haven't gotten them, you need to get them now. Okay. Right?
Yeah. Let's do the raffle.
I think the glasses got filled. Kurt, hold on. That doesn't mean we're done, but I just got word that we filled those glasses. So now we got to get them to spill over.
All right, fantastic. Well, keep giving. But let's get on to the wheel of names. And I think we've got over almost 40 names in there on the raffle.
Tomaszewski. Lori, congratulations. Wow.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
That's great. Congratulations, Lori. So fun. VIP ticket holders, we will notify you if you're the winner of the foodie drawing gift card. And Kurt, I think that is gonna take us home. So let's thank you to one and all. Special thanks to the society staff and board members who made this all possible. So many people had a hand in bringing this event to you. Special thanks again to all of our silent auction donors and sponsors. Thank you for tuning in, for your generosity, for being a champion in the MS movement. The Kiefers, the Sinkowskis, and Arthur Murray, who put together that fabulous Wine, Dine, and Dance package. We want to make sure that you all keep bidding, right? You can do that. Auction's going to stay up until 9 o'clock tonight. Wine pull, if they're not sold out. I don't know if they're sold out. And then, you know, just keep telling other people about the power of your MS Society. This is your MS Society. Ask them to join us. Share this program, where you get a link to it after tonight. We're live, but it's going to be recorded. Be inspired by the real people that are a part of this movement, and help us grow the movement. Help us reach our goals. We just launched a new strategic plan that I'm super excited about. We have a lot of work to do. So coming up, you're going to hear from some real people. It's a closing message, but I'd love you to take it with you. Continue to help us grow the movement until we get to a world free of MS.
And we'll see you next year, live.
Thank you all. Good night. See you next year, live in person.
My name is Emily, and I live with MS. On a good day, I am walking fine. I can do just about everything I want to do.
My dad's doing pretty well. He's still walking, he still works full time.
With my new infusion, I am having more better days than bad days.
My knees feel good. I can actually feel all 10 of my toes.
I haven't had any symptoms or episodes in a long time. I think the rate at which we're finding discoveries in MS is pretty astounding.
A generation or two ago, people had no treatment options to turn to. The medications have really changed the course.
When Jean was diagnosed, she had been an avid cyclist, biking 40 miles every single morning.
People call me Dash. That's my nickname, because how I move rather quickly.
Altogether, I served for about 12 years, from 1991 to 2003.
Married to the person of my dreams, feeling really stable. And then everything just got ripped out.
Within a couple of years of her diagnosis, she was wheelchair bound, and just a few years later, she was bed-bound quadriplegic.
The doctors told me they weren't sure if I'd be able to walk without a walker or walk anymore.
I couldn't run. It would just mess with me in my mind, like Dash couldn't run.
My mom also had MS. I can only hope that when it comes to my MS, that it does not impact me as much as it did her.
You cry because you mourn your former self.
I'm thinking about my body holding up every day for the rest of my life. And that sucks. That really sucks.
But we're resilient. We always have been. All these drugs that we have to slow down the progression of the disease is great, but what I would like to see in my lifetime is an actual cure.
We've really come a far way in such a short amount of time.
If we continue doing what we're doing, raising more money, supporting more research, we will find a cure.
Talk to us, reach out to us, listen, because the only way we can find a cure is with help from everybody.
We have to go on offense. We have to change the course of this.
And I don't think that's a lot to ask.
There's a lot more that we can do.
Well, I appreciate everybody's attention, and I want to thank you so much for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks, guys,
all.
so much for
Thank you
listening.
for listening.